This is the right year to hold on to our values. Don't let them disappear. Don't be shy or quiet. Let your voice be heard so loud. Stand up for what you believe. Show them that you're proud, that you are proud.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome to www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. I'm TeaPartyCharlie, otherwise known as Charlie Land, the outspoken radio talk show host and news director, and TeaPartyCharlie right here at www.TeaPartyCharlie.com with a new video for you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday like today of every week as we go along, and it's the end of our first week, and it sure has gone fast, and we've learned a lot of stuff out there, and we're going to kind of do a week in review coming up. First, you're listening to my new song I wrote and recorded just a couple of weeks ago. This is the right moment, this is the right year, and you know it is, because 2010, a big election year coming up, and it's time for our voice to be heard loud and proud and considerate, and we'll talk about that too. So as we continue on here, what did we learn here in the last week? You know, it was President's Day weekend, and first we heard that non-essential people didn't have to show up in Washington, D.C., and so we learned that when non-essential people didn't have to show up, that meant, well, the Congress, the Senate, and the Vice President, and the President didn't have to show up for work because they're non-essential, and when they didn't show up for work, hey, we saved billions and billions of dollars because they weren't there to spend it, and that was a good thing. We also had the two rallies going on the steps of the Capitol in Olympia. First we had the real one, the grassroots one, the No More Tax rally with thousands of people out there. But then afterwards we had the fake one, the AstroTurf rally, the one they said, yes on revenue, which yes on revenue sounded really good, but yes on revenue means your revenue. It means, yes, give us your revenue, meaning the government, and they're going to take it and put it in their back pocket. That was a bad one. That was all a setup. They bust people in, students and union workers and all these big government supporters. So do they have more people? Yes! Were they more important? Not at all. Now, some people said it was a waste of time to show up for the no-tax people because they were going to raise taxes anyway. We learned it is never, ever a waste of time to show up and let your voice be heard, loud and proud and considerate. So don't let anyone like Kent Schramm say, hey, you wasted your time by showing up. Always show up, even in a losing effort, because in the long run, we are going to win as long as we stay together and speak loud and speak proud. So it's never a waste of time. Something else we learned from that rally is the yes on revenue, yes on your revenue, AstroTurf fake rally had to do is they had to exploit a fourth grade child, 10 years old, and put them up there from a Tacoma Elementary School, put them up there in front of the crowd. They actually stole the show. And it was like they didn't have anyone smart enough besides a 10-year-old to talk for them. They couldn't get through it without cracking a smile and laughing because they knew how ridiculous it really was. So they exploited a 10-year-old kid and put him up in front of thousands of people to say, yes, we need this for our schools, we need it for our schools, when they didn't know what they were talking about. So advice to them again, for the pro-tax people, next time try to at least get a teenager to talk for you, okay? Or maybe even an adult. Hey, there's a good idea. Something else we learned this week is it was the happy birthday to you, 1-year birthday of the stimulus package. And like every 1-year-old, it hasn't done anything yet. Nothing at all. Except whine and cry and make a lot of dirty messes all over the place. So happy first birthday to the stimulus package. We hope it's your last birthday, and we hope there's not a baby brother or baby sister on its way either, because that would be a horrible thing. Well, we also learned something else too. We need to be loud, we need to be proud, and we need to be considerate. We have to watch out what we say about other people. Someone over there in Eastern Washington apparently said something, maybe she was misunderstood, I didn't hear the quote, except something about we should hang the governor, okay? Wrong thing to say! They've already started using that against us. You get the dunce hat, whoever did that, over in Eastern Washington, you're playing right into their hands. Now they can say, look at what those Tea Party people are for. They are a lynch mob. Think before you say something stupid, okay, people? A lot of people work really, really hard in the Tea Party movement. It just takes one person to do something stupid and hurt all of us. Okay? So before you do something stupid, ask yourself, hey, are the other side going to use that against us? Alright? That's what we have to do. We have to stay on our issues. Our issues of smaller, more effective government, of financial responsibility, of personal responsibility, and of course of accountability of politicians to voters. Who could be against any of that? Who could be against any of that? Watching how you spend money. That's all we're asking for. It's so simple. And to put principles above politics and power. Some people apparently are getting that mixed up. They're into the Tea Party movement and they want to be high in politics and power. And they're putting that ahead of principle. Principle goes on top, way above power and politics. Our principles are simple. Our principles come from the Constitution. Principles before politics and before power. What else did we learn this week? Oh, I know, we learned something from that pre-release script, from that new book coming out, The Accomplishments of President Barack Obama, The Untold Story, where we had 100 pages of blank pages. I think they were trying to tell us something on that one, and yes, it was a very quick read for me this week. Did we forget anything? Yes, we did. We have our Certificate of Achievement Awards to give out here. We have one, our TeaPartyCharlie.com, the first ever Certificate of Achievement, smiley face, going out. And this one's going to Carl and Crystal from the Pierce County Tea Party, because they organized that big flag waving ceremony that we had on Valentine's Day out there for all the troops out there. Spouses were off in different countries fighting wars, maybe out on maneuvers, so there were some lonely people. So a lot of us showed up. We waved the flags out there on Freedom Bridge above I-5, exit 122. And Carl and Crystal from the Pierce County Tea Party, they're the ones that put that all together, so they get my www.TeaPartyCharlie.com Certificate of Achievement. Way to go, Carl and Crystal. Also, going to give a second one out to Susan from the South Sound Tea Party, because she was out there on Valentine's Day and she was videotaping it, and she put it on her website, and they had a video of everyone waving flags. She had music, and it was really cool that she went that extra mile to take that one event and make it into something memorable that we can all look at there at the SouthSoundTeaParty.com. She gets the Smiley Face Award, the www.TeaPartyCharlie.com Certificate of Achievement. I hope you're getting someone else out there will be winning one next Friday too, because we'll get them out each Friday. I'd like to hear from you in the contact section over here. If there's something I can promote for you, say about an event or a rally that you're having, I'd love to mention it right here. I'd love to be at it. I'd love to be one of your guest speakers out there. You can have Tea Party Charlie at your rally or event, getting things going. I was out at the 9/12 event in September on the steps of the Capitol. We had a couple of thousand people for that. Or the Tea Party Express 2 on October 30th at the Puyallup Fairgrounds at the Event Center. We had to start turning people away and put speakers outside because we had over 5,000 people out there. I was a guest speaker at that. Wonderful time. I enjoy doing it, and I want to help you out. That's why I'm here, is to help all you people out. So, we learned a lot this week. We're going to learn more next week. I hope to hear from you, and I hope you tune in every day, Monday through Friday, at www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. And look over here in our archive section, because I have all the past shows, and we'll continue to do that too, so you can look up and see some shows if you missed them, or spend some time and go through some of my shows and see what you missed, see if you learned something, or maybe you just need a little laugh to brighten up your day out there. And I hope I can do that, because that's another goal of mine too. If you can make someone laugh, if you can make someone smile, hey, what better thing could happen right there. So let's go back to the last part of my song here. Again, it's called This Is the Right Moment. This is the right year, and it is 2010 is a big year for elections and for the Tea Party movement. I'm Tea Party Charlie, otherwise known as Charlie Lamb, the outspoken radio talk show host and news director. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday. Tell everybody about it. www.TeaPartyCharlie.com. Have a great weekend. Number one. That you are proud, and be loud. Come on, people, we gotta stand up. We gotta take a stand, and we gotta do it today. If we close our eyes and stay quiet, our problems will never go away.
So we gotta stand up, we gotta take a stand, and we gotta do it today. Cause if we close our eyes and stay quiet, our problems will never go away. Come on, people, hang on to your freedom, and God bless America.